Welcome to C.Tube, where ancient Chinese strategy meets modern life. Through timeless tales of power, wisdom, and intrigue, we decode the art of decision-making, self-awareness, and navigating the complexities of career and life. Let history be your greatest teacher. In today's story, we journey back to the final years of the Sui dynasty, where an ambitious rebel strategist crossed paths with a reclusive sage whose sharp judgment pierced through illusions. More than just a tale of rebellion and survival, this is a story about ambition without vision, and how the lack of higher purpose can turn bold dreams into ruin. Let's step into the moment and see what it reveals about us today. Part 1. A hermit in troubled times. At the end of the Sui dynasty, chaos loomed across the land. A man known simply as Master Wei chose not to accept the court's repeated invitations to serve as an official. Instead, he lived in seclusion in his hometown, reading, drinking, and playing guqin. His reclusive lifestyle earned him the reputation of a worldly sage, and the villagers respectfully called him Master Wei rather than by his given name. One day, a stranger arrived in the village. Though dignified in bearing, his expression was clouded with despair. Claiming he had fled the turmoil of war, he took up the role of a village schoolteacher. Learned and diligent in teaching, he nevertheless remained aloof, spending his time alone once lessons were over. His mysterious nature made him the subject of quiet speculation among the locals. Part 2. A revealed identity. One afternoon, while passing Master Wei's home, the schoolteacher heard the strains of guqin and paused to listen. The music stopped abruptly, and a white-clad figure appeared at the doorway. "I did not know a guest had come," Master Wei said politely. Invited inside, the two men shared tea and conversation. When asked why he had come to such a remote place, the teacher gave a vague reply about seeking survival in chaotic times. Master Wei laughed. "I suspect you seek more than just a meal." Startled, the teacher denied it, but Master Wei pressed on. He deduced through the man's dejection, restless eyes, hesitant words, and troubled demeanor that he was no ordinary wanderer. Finally, he declared, "You are not merely a fugitive. You are Li Mi, the strategist of Yang Sengen's failed rebellion." The teacher froze in shock. "How did you know?" "Do not be alarmed," Master Wei said calmly. "I bear no ill will, but your manner betrays your past." Convinced, the man admitted his true identity, Li Mi, once a rising figure with grand ambitions. He then boldly invited Master Wei to join him in seizing power, claiming that the time was ripe to take the world by storm. Part 3. Wisdom versus ambition. Master Wei shook his head with a smile. "You lack the qualities of an emperor or a true commander. What you have is the heart of a mere adventurer." Li Mi bristled. "And how do you judge that?" Master Wei replied, with a sweeping lesson in history and statecraft. "True rulers," he said, "acted with selflessness, embraced the mandate of heaven, and united talents to bring stability. True generals bore the responsibility of protecting the people, commanding armies with discipline, and shaping the tides of war like tigers in the wind or dragons among clouds. Those who fought only for personal gain inevitably became bandits, not leaders." He warned that rebellion for selfish purposes would meet resistance from both heaven and the people. Instead, he urged Li Mi to seek out the true sage, destined to rise in the land and win honor by serving under him. But Li Mi scoffed. "The emperor seized the throne through murder. I, who act with righteousness, will surely rally the people. If I succeed, the empire is mine. If I fail, I can still carve out a kingdom." Their conversation ended in discord. Li Mi soon fled once more, leaving behind only suspicion. Eventually, he built a following at Wagan's stronghold, then later submitted to the Tang dynasty. Yet ambition continued to drive him toward rebellion again, and in the end, he met defeat and death, just as Master Wei had foreseen. Now, let's break it down into the key takeaways you won't want to forget. History has never reached a consistent judgment on Li Mi. Some see him as a bold warlord, while others dismiss him as a petty schemer. The truth may lie somewhere in between. He possessed a certain degree of talent. Still, his ambition far exceeded his ability, leaving him unable to sustain the lofty goals he pursued. Although the true name of Master Wei has been lost to time, he was undoubtedly a man of rare insight. His assessment of Li Mi remains thought-provoking even today. In his eyes, Li Mi's flaw was not a lack of courage, but a lack of vision. He had ambition, without the broader ideal of bringing peace and stability to the people, and thus could never achieve a truly great enterprise. Master Wei advised him to submit to a wiser ruler, hinting that he might gain wealth and rank, but never the empire itself. Li Mi, of course, ignored this counsel. Although he once submitted to the Tang court, he soon rebelled again and paid the ultimate price with his life. What stands out in Master Wei's judgment is the method he used: careful observation of expression, coupled with thoughtful analysis of behavior. There was nothing mystical about it. A person's inner turmoil inevitably reveals itself through subtle changes in facial expression, just as one's deeper character becomes evident through bearing and demeanor. It was this clarity of perception that allowed Master Wei to see what others could not. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history and insight, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that reveal the wisdom behind the ages.